Your average modern motor car has 7,000 parts, and if one of them stops moving, that's where your trouble starts. Well, one of mine stopped moving, so I'll tell you, if I may, the sorry tale of Y420Q oblique stroke A. This funny little clicking sound was coming to my ears whenever I was cornering or moving through the gears. It didn't sound so bad. I thought I'll do this job myself. So I reached my trusty manual down from off the garage shelf. The index under clicking sounds when moving through the gears or cornering, end quote, when checked, confirmed my darkest fears. This common fault occurs when the advancing trunnion grommet contacts the lower swivel arm and knocks the cotter from it. The debris quickly gathers in the grease annealing trough, which feeds the universal joint, and then your wheel falls off. The remedy is simple. Buy a tungsten carbide splay whose reference code is Y420Q oblique stroke A. Then carefully insert it in the lubricating flue, tighten with a torque wrench, and there's nothing more to do. Well, they might as well have written it in Chinese, Braille or code. So I took my trusty manual to the garage down the road. "Do you please stock Y420Q oblique stroke A?" says I. He says, "No, you want main dealers. Have you given them a try?" So I did that, and they didn't, but they ordered it for me, and only 3 months afterwards I bore it home in glee. Now, a Y420Q oblique stroke A is about like that, for which they charged me 40 quid, plus 8 on top for VAT. It took another day to fit it, working late into the night, until eventually it seemed as though I might have got it right. So I started up the motor, and I moved off through the gears, and this funny little clicking sound came drifting to my ears. So I took it to the garage where I first went for the part. The mechanic had a look and said, "I thought this from the start. That Y420Q oblique stroke here you've got, it's trash. But I'll fit the proper part for 30 quid in ready cash," which he did in 15 minutes. And I drove off near to tears, and this funny little clicking sound came drifting to my ears. So I stopped the car and checked the wheel and swore to raise hell fire when I found this little pebble wedged up tight against the tyre. So I flicked it out and started up and moved off through the gears, and lo, a perfect silence then came drifting to my ears. Well, I laughed then at the manual, at the mendicant mechanic, at the Y420Q oblique stroke A that made me panic, at the grommet, at the trunnion, at the grease annealing trough. I laughed all the way to Dordon, where the bloody wheel fell off.